talking about bad movies this time. This is a movie running theme we got going on here. A lot of people complain about the movie Battle LA, but I actually really like this movie. Aside from the whole scene where I don't know, the main protagonist has this like dramatic dialogue, and you just see his fingers come to his head like that. It looks really stupid just because it's like, where is that his hand? I don't know. That's the only bad part. It's like pretty much it's literally everything you went to go see the movie for. It's just a fucking alien action movie. Like I don't know what you expected, but this came out the same year that the movie SKYLINE came out, right? Like the same summer, and nobody complains about this movie, and everyone complains about Battle. Okay, let me tell you about fucking SKYLINE, right? They the whole premise of the movie is like I actually don't know who these characters are supposed to be, but they live in like LA and they're like in like a penthouse or something. There's some kind of party, right? And like the JD, I think is what his name is, from fucking Scrubs, is like a character. And I think he's cheating on his like girlfriend with some like little cute girl. Like his girlfriend's like kind of bitchy, but it's like not bitchy enough to be like, dude, what are you doing? What are you cheating on your girlfriend? You fucking break up with her. Like, I don't know. So that's their whole thing. There's like a cute girl, kind of bitchy girlfriend, but you still feel bad for her. And a fucking JD, and I don't know, this like guy, I think the main protagonist, I think he's supposed to be the main protagonist. No one's lines of definition are very distinct, right? So he's like, oh man, like he kind of seems like, I can't even remember what he seems like, but he's kind of a screw up. I get the impression, and his girlfriend kind of doesn't have a personality that I can really remember, but he's like, you know, a screw up, so she's like thinking about breaking up with him and seriousness. So they're all at this fucking party, and eventually they all pass out, right? And then like all these alien ships show up when they're like passed out from the party, and abduct all like hundreds, thousands of people, like, and the way that they abduct people is really weird. It's like if you look at a light that the alien ship shines, that's how it does it. So if your back is turned to the light, it won't get you. I don't know what kind of technology that is. So they wake up in the morning. So they wake up in the morning and just like, all these people are gone. Oh no, wait. Fucking this one douchebag that was still like left over at the party, he gets like sucked out the window and it wakes everybody up. But then it's, by the time that everybody wakes up, it's over. So they don't know what's going on. Like the next, the sun rises and like people are gone and like there's fucking ships just floating there. Like, I was like, oh, what do we do? Like, their whole like plan is like escape the city, which is a pretty fucking reasonable plan. There's an alien ship floating over it, right? And this whole like plan to get away, they're like in the car garage trying to get out of the car garage, right? There's a valet that I think they're a dick to earlier in the movie, but he's clearly like a cool guy. There's fucking dicks. So they run into him. They're trying to drive out, right? And that's when like JD and the cute girl die. Because as they're driving out, fucking JD, this is the only character I remember vaguely what to call him, is JD. He gets squished by this alien monster. Like, even though they have like these ships and, you know, single man craft and stuff, they're like, oh, just send down a fucking Rancor. That's only it's like an ugly Rancor. I don't know how they could improve upon it being more ugly, but it is. It's really like veiny and stuff. So JD and cute girl just get dead, just squished, and like they found these other people in the parking garage, like a husband and wife, and like they're getting chased by the single man craft. It's not even a craft; it's like alive, and they end up like hitting it with an SUV, and it kills it. Because it's alive, kind of. And when they're like, oh my god, what the fuck is it? Like looking at it and shit, it like comes kind of back to life and grabs the random husband they ran into, and it's pulling him closer, and it you can see its brain sticking out of the fucking top of it, right? And it pulls its damaged brain out and reaches into the husband's head. This is like 2011 is when this movie was made. Fucking special effects are good on it. Grabs his brain out. Grabs his fucking brain out. Puts his brain into it. And it fully revives. It fully is functional, and it just starts chasing them around again, and they all have to fucking get away. I think the wife died somehow. I don't know. They weren't important. They weren't even named. And that's what basically fucking happened in that soul scenario. They lost, like, I don't know, like, half of their people that were characters. And, after that, you know, there's like, they're fucking arguing, and it's dramatic and shit, and it's not fucking important. Don't worry about it. So, the next thing that happens is, they hear, like, jets coming, and it was like a squadron, like a, I don't know, squadron of, like, F-16s and F-20s or F-32s, whatever, and just flying, just a big fight, all this, like, just everyone's dying, there's a huge conflict, and it's all for the sake of, like, one, like, stealth bomber to get through. Which I don't know why they just send the one stealth bomber. Fires a nuke at the mothership. I'm like, okay, that works. So it hits it, detonates, it totally fucks its world up. It's totally like, and it just destroys like 3/4 of the damn ship, and it's like exploding and falling into the city, and just crash lands, and like, I kid you not, they one of them looks at the others and it's like,
do you think there are more planes where they came from?
Yes. Now they know what to do.
They know how to take them down. It'll all be fine. Like, how did they not fucking know that in the first place? They didn't know anything. They didn't figure it out. They just shot a bomb at it. So they destroy it, and then they start hearing all these noises and shit. They look out the window, and the ship, I'm not just making this up, I'm not joking, is pulling itself back together. Like, just literally generating more of itself to repair itself. Out of nothing, seemingly. Like, I don't know where all this extra stuff's coming from. And it literally fixes itself 100%. And that's one of the major things that really gets me about this movie is like, because the whole reason, I don't know if I didn't make it transparent already, that aliens are there for our brains, not our resources or water or minerals or any of that shit. It's for our fucking brains. It's like, I don't know, their fuel source, I don't know, them, whatever. And it's like, how does such an advanced alien species that can just generate something from nothing need brains? Human brains to, like, do anything. They could grow human brains. And, like, over, like, the next, I don't know, half an hour of the fucking movie, like, of course, like, characters start getting picked off for, like, the stupidest reasons. Like, the girl, the kind of bitch girl who's not really that bitchy, like, looks out the window even though she knows that it's all about the light, and gets sucked in, and like the cool car guy, whatever his fucking job title was, he sacrificed himself. Only good death in that movie. I don't know. By the end, the main protagonist, the like, oh, I'm gonna wash out, that guy and his girlfriend. His girlfriend's pregnant, by the way, which was like a main point of the drama, a main point of contention. and like, they get captured in like the most dramatic fucking fashion ever, like trying to hold on, but they're looking at the light and they just get sucked up, and it was like the worst thing that ever fucking happened. And that's not where the movie ends though, but you're like, where's this going? Like, how is it that they're gonna get out of this? They're not gonna get out of this, and you know it. And so they wake up on the ship, because everything went to black after they got captured. And you see him die. Like, she's watching him get his brain pulled out, and like his body is just like, sees the, and you're like, well, he's fucking dead. And his brain was like red for some reason. Like, okay, the brains are glowing because you can see brains in the ship, and they're like glowing blue. His was glowing red. You're like, ooh, is that something? But oh yeah, because you're still like wondering and interested by this point in the movie. And like they take her to a different room, and in that room, they're just like harvesting pregnant women's fetuses in that room. And so she's watching, like, she's like not really very pregnant, but they know she's pregnant, right? She sees this other woman, and this other woman is like, I don't know, about to bust. She's like 8-9 months pregnant, and you just see her like get her fucking baby ripped out, and it's like, it's a fucking horrible movie. I didn't fucking want to see that ever. And so she's also dead. I don't even think they got her brain, whatever. And like, so the female protagonist knows that she's next, and she's like, no! I don't know, whatever, she's fucking screaming. And you see, it goes back to that red brain, the boyfriend's brain, and they put it in like this like alien monster, and these other alien monsters are like, with their blue brains, are like, you know, overseeing it, and after it gets the brain in, it's fucking, the alien thing goes crazy, and it starts just tearing shit up and ripping through the things. It's the boyfriend. The boyfriend has somehow kept his consciousness and now is in control of an alien body, and he starts breaking through the walls of the ship and breaks into her room where she's about to get like her fucking baby harvested and like shit. Saves her, and like at that point the movie had turned into clips, like stop motion clips, not like wood or anything, but like a 3D picture of this action happening where he like, it's like a picture of him breaking in and like grabbing her, and like the last scene of the movie is alien washout dude running away with her over his shoulder and her going like this. And that's how the credits rolled. Tell me the Battle of LA isn't better. Tell me it's not. Or, it's fuck you. Fuck you if you like that movie. I'm